Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos.
Hello, welcome to Ganesh IAS Academy. This is the special session. In this session, we are going to discuss about the previous year UPSC Mains economic question. Let's begin the session. This question was asked in 2015. It is a 10 mark 150 words question. This question is about livestock rearing. Livestock rearing has a big potential for providing non-farm employment and income in rural areas. Full stop. Discuss suggesting suitable measures to promote these sectors in India. Before going into the answer, you have to know about certain data related to the livestock rearing. For livestock, rearing, we need a grassland. When it comes to grassland, India's data is about 10 to 18% of the India geographical area comes under the grasslands. And also, this what I'm going to share the data at now is not important for this question, but you have to know that. And also based on the UNCCD, so compared desertification, what it is saying that around 25% of the grassland in India is destroyed, or else it is in the phase of destroying mode due to the urbanization, industrialization, and also due to the climate change. The grassland is going to destroyed. That is also happened. You have to know that. And also the COP 16, I think so, of UNCCD is going to happen. So you have to be more update about that thing also. And also another major is about UNFCCC. The COP is also happened in India. So that is also more important. There is a possibility of the prelims question from that. So please try to update of that things also. So here, when it comes to this question, as per the latest data, as per the latest cattle census data, livestock census data, it is saying that 539.79 million population of cattle in India. And also India ranked first in the world in terms of cattle population. And also 4 to 5% of the country's GDP is from this livestock. So these are the certain data, you can use it in your answer. The reason is, when it comes to questions like this, you have to give more data, because you know that what is livestock rearing. You can't give the definition of the livestock rearing in the intro part. So it's better to go with certain data. At the end of the day, it is an economic question. So you definitely try to give certain data related to that. For example, livestock rearing, based on the livestock rearing, 4.11% of GDP is contributed for the India in 2022 to 23 GDP. So this is the data. You can give it. So in such a way, you have to start your answer. The intro part should be like this for these kinds of questions, because you can't define what is livestock rearing, or else in what ministry it is there. So that is something trivial answer. So it's better to go with certain data like this. So this will be more accurate. And also try to, the question is saying that has a big potential for providing a non-farm employment and income. So that is the big potential here is around 12 to 18% of the India geographical area is comes under the grassland. So which means that we have a huge potential. And also India ranked first in the cattle population. So we have a huge potential. And also based on the livestock census data, this much of population of cattle is there. So that is the huge potential. So in that way, you have to try to use this answer. So in that way, you have to give the answer in more of, it will enrich your answer to get higher marks. So try to do these things. Next, you have to give certain data related to that. For example, the livestock act as a subsidiary, which means subsidiary income for the rural population. Majorly, the rural population depends on the farming activities. So in the off season, okay, in a non-season time period, or else in the non-monsoon time period, they have to make a money. They can make a money through this livestock. For example, if the person is going to have a cow means, then they will get a milk, cow dung, cow urine. So that is the way they can make a certain economic productivity from this livestock. So when it comes to livestock, it contains about it is also going to speak about the goat or also the chicken. So in that way, it is going to give them the any productivity, any financial outcome for them. Next, it is going to provide the helping hand in their farming activities in plowing, harvesting, and transporting, and also it acts as a nutrient supplier through their cow dung. And also when it comes to the integrated farming, when it comes to the integrated farming, it is about inclusion of the livestock in the farm activities. So for example, they will do the aquaculture, and also they will maintain the cows, they will maintain and also they will maintain chickens in the near to the field. By the way, it is their waste will be act as a nutrient for the farming activities. So this is about the integrated farming. So that is the way that is going to help the farmers in their increasing the productivity of their land, and also it is going to help in the increases the income from that land. Next major thing is it is act as a huge employment source for the rural area. 8.8% of the population employed in the livestock rearing, and also it is act as a woman empowerment measure. More than three-fourth of that persons who are related to the livestock is women. So in the way, it is going to help the women empowerment also. And the next thing is about it is act as a best insurance for your financial needs. For consider that there is a flood is happening, or else there is a drought. In that scenario, your livestock will going to give you the certain economic benefits. So it is act as an insurance for you. Next. So next part is about discuss the suggesting the suitable measures to promote the sector. Before that, even though the question is not asking about any schemes or measures done by the government to promote a livestock rearing, you have to give certain schemes related to that in 3 or 4 lines. That is the better way of giving the answer. So there are various schemes. For example, National Artificial Insemination Program. It is aimed to improve the genetic quality of the livestock in India. So by the way, if you are improving the genetic quality, you can increases the milk productivity, you can increases the meat productivity. So for example, it will increase the higher milk production, better disease resistant, and also improve the meat quality. So by the way, the artificial insemination program is going to work. Next, National Livestock Mission is to ensure the quantitative and qualitative improvement of the livestock. And next is Rashtriya Gokul Mission is for the indigenous breeding of the cow. So to increases the numbers of the indigenous cows. And the last is about a National Animal Disease Control Program. For example, when it comes to the cattle, the major issue is the foot and mouth disease. To overcome that thing, they will provide the vaccination through this scheme. So these are the measures done by the government of India to improve the livestock in India. Next major part of the question is about suggest the measures to promote this sector. So you have to improve the training activities for the rural people to do their livestock rearing in more of scientific manner. So you have to give a training activities, and also spend on the R&D, because many more diseases are emerging related to the livestock. So in that scenario, we need to improve our R&D spending related to the livestock. Third is providing subsidies to the people who are dependent on that. So we are providing the subsidies to related to their fodder crops, to spend on the fodder crops, and also we have to provide the insurance facilities for the cattle. That is also more important. So give more suggestions related to that. And also we need to improve the indigenous breeding of the cow. So these are the major things you can give us a suggestion. And the end, you can say that again it is about if you are going to improve this livestock rearing, the GDP contribution can be improved to 10% of India's GDP. In that way, you can give the answer. Okay, thank you.